What's going on, everybody? Thanks for joining me one more time for another beer review, Hoggie's Quick Beer Review, and today I bring you yet another IPA, specifically this one, the Brew Free or Die IPA from the 21st Amendment Brewery in California. Once again, Brew Free or Die, dude holding up a beer there on the side, see if you can make that out. As you can see, it's a can. These guys only package their brews in cans, and this beer actually came to me in a beer mail from my buddy Chris, also known as BitterPoetMadman here on YouTube. Check out his channel, he does some good stuff, a lot of beer reviews. I have been wanting to try this beer for quite some time, so he really surprised me with this one, because 21st Amendment is not distributed down in Florida. So I've been wanting to try it since I heard about it, finally got my hands on it. So like I said, it's going to be the first beer I crack open out of the ones he sent me in the beer mail, so that's real cool. Now, for those who don't know, the 21st Amendment is the amendment to the Constitution that repealed the 18th Amendment, which is the amendment that mandated prohibition. So in other words, we're drinking all our beer and all our liquor thanks to the 21st Amendment. And these guys, of course, decided to name their brewery after that glorious amendment to the Constitution. So that's that. Let's see. On here it says, Brew Free or Die IPA, an India Pale Ale with a solid malt backbone and a hoppy flavor. 7% alcohol by volume. Let's see, anything else? Handcrafted and canned by 21st Amendment Brewery, Cold Spring, Minnesota. I guess they have a cannery there. I don't know how that works because I know they're out of Northern California, San Francisco area. But regardless, an IPA in a can. I can't wait to try it. And before I get to it, punch it up on Beer Advocate just to let you know. On here it's known as the 21st Amendment IPA, but it is the same beer. American IPA, 7% ABV, and it gets a B+ overall out of 281 reviews. The bros haven't tried it, but that's that. So again, an IPA in the can. I can't wait. I'm just really curious about how that works. So we break out the IPA goblet, as I like to call it. And in case anyone's curious, this is just a hand-blown goblet that I picked up at Pier 1. I actually have a set. They're hand-blown, and every one is just a little bit different. They have their little imperfections. I kind of like it, though. I've come to really love it for IPAs. I don't know why. And since I drink and review so many IPAs, I try to review them at the very least. Review all of them out of this, because since I do so many of them, it makes it even and fair, because different shaped glasses can affect the taste ever so slightly from beer to beer. So to put them all on the level playing ground, I like to review them all out of this goblet, and I just like it. So in case anybody was wondering, that's the story with that. That's why you see it so much. And let's just get right to it. An IPA in a can. Sadly, I only have one because I have a feeling I'm going to like it, but we'll see. And it's pouring nice color, nice amount of frothy, soapy IPA style head. That's always good. Oh yeah, it looks good. Hazy. I'm not really seeing sediment. I'm seeing carbonation. I'm not seeing sediment, but it is hazy. I cannot see through this, so that's a plus. And it is a nice light amber, hazy golden kind of color. Yeah, that looks real nice though. And oh, fat finger ahead there, nice and foamy. Oh, that's very inviting. Citrus, heavy on the citrus, with some light fruity notes. Citrus, hint of pineapple, a bit of grassiness as well. That is a very, very nice hot bouquet right there. It's not overpowering, but it's not soft in any way, shape, or form. And it's not just citrus, there's more going on there. And there is a bit of sweetness, a bit of malty, caramelly sweetness, just a hint underneath the hop. That smells really good though. It really does, and I like that color. It's a golden amber, it's nice and light, it's not too dark. If you've been following my reviews, you know I don't like really malty IPAs. I don't like it when they're too dark and malty, and this is just about right. So, enough sniffing, let's taste. That's good. A little more malt on the back end than I expected. And it's very smooth. The mouthfeel is very, very smooth. That almost threw me off. It's light. It's light, but I don't want to call it thin, but it is very smooth. It just rolls its way across your tongue. Very, very smooth. You get the hop bite up front, but it's not a very sharp hop bite. I actually expected it to bite a little more and be a little more acidic with the hops, and it's not. You do get little citric acid kind of bite up front with a little hint of kind of a piney, earthy hop note as well. And then I get that bite, and then I get the smoothness, and then I get some caramel, some subdued but sweet malt caramel on the back end. And then of course your hop oil kind of resinous aftertaste, which is not that strong. I like it. But I'm not blown away. This is a good IPA, and if they sold these around here, I would pick this up every so often just to knock down a few cans. I mean, if you have these in your area and you're going to a park or a beach or somewhere where they frown on glass bottles, this is perfect. I mean, if you offered me one of these, or if it was on tap, I would be drinking it in a heartbeat. But at the same time, with so many IPAs on the market, I don't know if I'd specifically seek this out for the flavor. It's good, and depending on the hop flavor combinations that you like in your IPA, you might like it a lot more than me. I think it's a very well-made IPA. I'm not going to knock it for being, of bad quality, but personally, there's complexity in the hop bill as far as the smell, and taste-wise it'll hit you, but it's just a little too tame taste-wise. You know, like I said, the hop bite isn't as sharp. There's more going on in the smell than the actual flavor, hop-wise, and even though that smoothness is great, there's just, I don't know, something lacking in the body. It's missing something. I'll still call this a glass half full because it's a good beer. It's well made, but there's better IPAs out there. I have, a lot of you guys already know I have a top 5, and I'm always looking for a beer to break that top 5, and this ain't it. This ain't even close. I've had worse IPAs, trust me. This is good stuff, but it's not wonderful. But if you're an IPA fan, you need to check it out, because you may just like it. You may like it a lot more than I do. I will say this. Aside from the portability of the can, it's very sessionable because it's very smooth, and it may be a good beginner IPA for someone getting into the style because it's not assaulting on the palate. It's hoppy, but it's not, slap you in the face and, rip the enamel off your teeth kind of hoppy. So, I'll leave it at that, guys. Glass half full. I'm glad I finally got to try it. Thanks, Chris. And, I'll see you guys next time. Brew free or die. Well said. Cheers.